And we're back. I wanted to keep the intro very short. Basically here we can see we just sold upward, and the moment we sold it at a stop loss that got triggered here, it just went up. But as you can see, it's in a downtrend and about to change. So yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you set stop losses that are too tight. But that was the purpose. We knew it was going to continue to go up. I mean, it has been going up for a long time now. But we changed to workhorse now, which is in a very similar situation. So it's going up. Workhorse also in a parallel trend here for the MACD. So look at that. Same thing. We change horse from one horse to another horse, and this is the workhorse. From the up work to the workhorse. Funny. But Tesla is not doing well. It just went back to ground zero. Departure time. So far, it's been a very, very stagnant day. Not much activity for Tesla. Not a good day to trade Tesla, I would say. On the other hand, NIO is recovering. So it went down, and we said we're going to put an order. And right now it just crossed, and I put an order, and we'll see if it goes through. I put it at 30. We can put 28. Since I see it's going down, let's check it out. No, not 28. I should have put 31. But it looked like it was going to 28. But here it shows you in the range in which it's trading. So we have it here. It's trading between 12.29, 12.30. Now 12.29. Now I suppose our order just went through or not. Not yet, not yet. Normally it would disappear from here. So we check it again. I'll put it next to it. No, it went up. It's still going up or not? Is it going up? No, it went down. So normally now we should get approved. No. I didn't modify it, I know that. So let's check back. Yeah, 12.29, now it should go. So there we go, it disappeared. We can confirm activity, transactions, and NIO should be there now. NIO, and we bought 60 at 12.29. We check the portfolio at the moment. We will need to sell some. We can always check the losers. These are the two. We have only 2 shares. We sold at a loss, and we kept one to keep an eye on them and see if they go more down, and then we can buy them. When they recover, then we have NIO, which is a minus 3.26% on the portfolio, on us, because it was already going down and we just bought extra ones. So we have a bigger position on NIO. Then is Tesla, which represents, I don't know, I would say 85% of the portfolio. And then Intel, which is the next bigger stock. Zoom, I didn't remember we had 2,000 of Zoom, and it's going down too. But the losers, 2%, that's something normal, that's acceptable. there's no reason to panic. You have to focus on the ones that represent the biggest loss. And then you have to play with your biggest player, which is Tesla in our case. And then keep an eye on the ones that are giving you revenue, the ones you're going to swing trade. So today we sold upward at a gain of around $70, which is nothing. But yeah, there's better days. So that's the situation at the moment. If we check on Li Auto, I just mentioned it, it's the new EV company that went IPO today, exactly today. Li Auto went out today on as an IPO. And it's similar to NIO. It's also a Chinese company. And we can see that here it found some firm ground. You see a line of support. It went up 42%. Imagine being there, being here, buying at 10 when it came out. So that's it. Kodak, on the other hand, we saw the bubble with all the Robinhood investors, the retail investors, the millennials, and it went up like 300% in the last 2 days. And now it's time to go down. This morning it was at 16%, now it's at 7 something. So far today the situation it's a bit bearish, I have to say. I see a lot more red than green, and the greens are pretty dark, which means they didn't go up too much. And the fangs are all very still. The FANG are Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, and Netflix, which is right here, Netflix. Microsoft is not part of the FANG, but I always include it in the FANG because it's the biggest actually. Actually, Microsoft is as big as Apple, more or less, even bigger. So they represent the most of the S&P 500. I see Bank of America is recovering, and just because of the fact that Warren Buffett put around 800 million into it, I saw that before, 800 million, and that happened yesterday. I would have imagined that there would have been a lot more hype around it. But yeah, I think I'm going to buy some. I think it will go up tomorrow, that's for sure. But before buying anything, I don't know if you can notice, but I get the sun in my face. It's like I can see the Aurora Borealis going. Aurora Borealis, look at the sky, look at those trees, it looks so beautiful. Oh, I love the north. So here we are in the North Pole, trying to figure out if we should buy Bank of America. At the moment, what I see is that it's above the moving average, but right now it's in the moment in which it's gonna turn down. So let's see. I can see that that's a very long right up, and I don't see an end to it. So I think we're just gonna have to buy, although it seems to be cooling off in this precise moment. So it's a difficult situation, it's a difficult moment, and yeah, because it might continue until the end of the day like this. I've seen already a few stocks. We had Upwork, Workhorse going in the same direction, parallel lines with the MACD. We're gonna check the RSI. Yeah, no activity, no difference. And it seems like all the stocks are a very low volume. Well, 45,000 is not that low. 80,000 at the moment at this level. That's pretty good, 80,000. So that I like that. So yeah, the down momentum seems to be going on, even though the stock is going up, and it seems like it's gonna cross. So we'll put a bit of a low offer by now to just have it ready. So we can put 24.81 or 24.75 by now for 45 shares. And if we go back, we can follow it up. Now it's crossing. Is that correct? I mean, the doji, it's happening right now. The candlestick, it's getting created. We're in the minute. So it's going to take 1 minute for this one to get created. So while this happens, I can explain you how the dojis work. It's very simple. Basically, when it's green, you have to think that it's going from the left bottom corner to the top right corner. And in between, that's going to take 1 minute. And in between, what happens? You have a low, which normally will be this tail, this wick here, and a high. And it will show you the high and the low. In this case, there's no low, so it means that it never went below the opening price of this minute. So every interval, if we're at 1 minute, if this would be 5 minutes, this would mean 5 minutes. And in that meaning, in those 5 minutes, it would have meant that it didn't even go below the opening of the 5 minutes, and that's the closing, and that's a high. So the red ones were the other way around. So this one went from this opening to this close. So think about it. It went like this, and then it went like this. So, and there's no wicks. So it never went above the opening, and it never went below the closing. So it has been trading in between here until at the end it reached this point. So what's going on here? Bank of America, I can see some very strange situations here. It's like, this means that there's no activity. This means that the activity was almost null. It went down and it went back to the same spot. It's like there's no volume at all. Here we start to get some shape, and it seems to want to go up. Let's not forget, it just crossed to go down because we were on an uptrend, and normally it should go down so we can buy you. Come on, we want to buy you at the fair price. Come on. It's going up. It's like it's gonna reverse. Oh no, look at this. We got a new down force. Yep, that's it. Come on. But this number is not moving. Okay, I thought it was very strange that this number was not moving, and I had to reload, and I could see it was moving. So it was going down, now it's going up again. But here you can see a little bit more activity. And the volume, which is the important thing, it's 70,000. That's pretty good volume, 86,000. Okay, and some bear activity going on. That's what we need right now. Let's not forget we're talking about a few cents. So at the end it won't affect. We could buy it right now here, but also anything might happen. Like what happened with Tesla. All of a sudden started going down. So this might happen now. So you don't want to buy. Imagine you buy now and then this starts going down parallel, like in this situation here, and you would have lost, I don't know, a few percentual points, and that's the worst thing you can do, especially at the beginning. That's what you don't want, and that's what you want to avoid. So you need some reassurance. So another reassurance thing is the RSI. But at the moment, I mean, this was about to get to a oversold point, so that's why probably started to fall down. but it needs to touch the top line of the 80. So at the moment, everything seems fine. So far, we see this gap, which is pretty big, I would say, but the number is not moving. The price is not moving. I'm gonna reload in this page. It doesn't seem to want to move. It's like there seems to be a lot of volume in a bullish force. Just for the record, I've been keeping an eye on Intel all day long, but not much activity. It's just moving sideways. And I keep an eye because it's the second biggest stock in the portfolio. Then Tesla is like in the same way. It's like going down and sideways. So it's been a very insignificant day for Tesla. Don't forget we bought 7 shares this morning at opening price of 15,000. So break-even point is 15,000 plus 1%. So that's what you need to pay more or less in tax and fees. So you need to take that into account. So we have this that we're checking on right now, Bank of America, because Warren Buffett put 800 million into the Bank of America. So we're checking it out. Oh, look at that. Now it's going down. Now it's starting to go down. 1.5 hours until closing. That's the alarm. That's what the alarm means. So that we know more or less that we have an hour and a half before we close. So Bank of America, I refresh this page, which loads a lot faster to see if we have the correct amount, and that's more or less correct. And as you can see, it's in a downtrend. This is deviating a little bit more because here we could see a strangulation. Then it opened. That means that now it's going to start going down a little bit more. And that's a good sign because that's what we're waiting for until it dips and starts coming back up, and that's when we buy it. Basically at the end we're gonna save a few cents, but it's just to get some reassurance that this thing won't just drop all the way down like it just came up all the way up. So this is a good moment to say thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just a retail investor like you. And don't listen to anything I say or do. Don't do this at home, as they say. So yeah, that's it. So far you could see that we didn't do that good today, and we can check the portfolio and we are minus 500 for the day. So don't do what I do. Okay, so far let's see how this goes. Actually, something just to bring up. We sold before upward at around 75 profit. So that's what you want to do. Normally, that would be the ideal place or situation, that you could always just sell the ones that have a profit. At the moment, what I'm trying to reach at least is 3%. Why 3% goal? 3% covers like 2% profit plus 1% of costs of the transaction. So, and that's for me break even, 3% minimum. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. If I sell under 3%, it's because I'm selling at a loss for a reason or another. Like we did here today, that we sold Proto and Armstrong at a loss. We sold the 14 and 9 shares of each. We kept one to keep track of how they evolve. As you can see, actually, Armstrong is recovering because it was a minus 7% when we sold it out. So that was a big mistake, as we can see right now. So we could have sold half, but we didn't know at the moment. It looked like it was going to go down. And Protolabs seems to be very steady in that position at minus 7%. So that's it. That's a bit of analysis. I don't know if you noticed down here, I have I set two live or real-time information about the channel, the YouTube channel, and it shows you how many people are subscribed and how many views in total the channel got. And the idea is that with that we can track and follow how the channel evolves through time. So yeah, eventually I hope that grows a little bit because so far it's not moving too much. And I've done a few videos already and I opened two sub channels. So this channel is trading with Tesla, where we show just the trading like we're doing right now. Then you have financial learning with Tesla, where we do the strategy part of it, the portfolio building objectives, how how we trade, why we do it. And then you have another day with Tesla. There is where you have the fun part, the facts, the things happening, the news, and yeah. So eventually, all three together help you to make decisions, to trade, to decide what to do, where is everything going, the market, the industry, the competitors. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. And today the reason why we have the Aurora Borealis is because Tesla had the intention to license their batteries, their autopilot, the power transmission, and yeah, that's going to help the world basically, and that's going to help the ozone and the environment mainly. So that's why we put the Aurora Borealis. So at the moment we're just waiting to see if there's a reaction, a change in Bank of America. I can tell you a bit more about the channel, all three channels basically. How do I operate the channels? They work through OBS, which is a free screen recorder. And what I do, I use Zoom at the same time to have the camera. Why do I use Zoom? Because Zoom uses a screen, a green screen that has no green screen. So it's automatic. Basically, when you look at the Aurora Borealis there and you see the tree, that's there's no green screen. I mean, that's why it's not super nice quality. Otherwise, I would need to have a green screen behind me all the time. And I'm operating on a laptop, in a very simple laptop, which it's boiling hot because of all the things running at the same time. And all the other things, all the information, like the subscribers, the views that you see at the bottom, they are live. And I subtract that directly from YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is amazing. So that's in real life. OBS allows you to grab just a piece of a website and crop it. And basically you choose a website, you tell it to capture that, crop it in the size you want, and you place it wherever you want. So yeah, that's about the channel. And it just crashed again. I've been waiting, and it didn't load the website. So yeah, we lost that opportunity. It was such a long wait. Luckily, you didn't have to wait. So we'll put just 82 here, and that's it. And it just hit 82. 2482. Normally that should have gone through, which it didn't. And here still trading at 83. If we reload this, it should say 82. No, and now it says 83. But here we were at 82. Okay. So, okay, this doesn't respond. And we can go 83. And probably now it's too late. So there we go. 83, 84 here. And 83 here. So normally it should go through. Bank of America still didn't go through. What's going on? And now it's trading between 24.83. Okay. I know it was not modified, it says. It doesn't seem to be too much volume going on. So we'll check the volume. It says 62,000. That's a lot of volume for a 1 minute interval. That's a lot of volume. And it says, yeah, that's correct. And the bears, the bulls was 46. They're 80,000. So it's kind of in a crucial point here. It doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. You know, it's in the equilibrium point here. But normally, I mean, 83, come on, it's been in 24.83 for a minute. So the order should go through, and it doesn't go through. It's amazing. Incredible. What's going on? I think I'm going to have to reload this page. And it still doesn't go through. But we see it's still trading between 24.83 and 84. And it will go through, don't worry. I know. Especially when it stays there for so long. And I'm gonna leave you here. I'm having some technical issues and I cannot continue. So I'll leave you here and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm not a financial investor, so don't do anything I do. Don't do this at home. Blah blah blue blue. Okay, bye. Have a nice evening. Oops, that's going crazy. That's going crazy.